Hello NBA fans, every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I'm counting on you to subscribe to the channel and leave your. Lakers superstar Luka Doncic has already stated his desire to play alongside Nikola Jokic and form the best duo in the NBA. But is this a possibility for the Lakers? Yes, it is, if Jokic doesn't sign a new contract extension with the Denver Nuggets. LeBron James will retire, and the Lakers are a place for big stars, and Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic could win some championships for the Lakers. The Denver Nuggets captured their first-ever championship just 2 seasons ago, led by 3-time MVP Nikola Jokic. His longtime friendship with Luka Doncic, however, could be the reason he wants out of Denver. The two parties were unable to figure out an extension on his contract, which would allow him to enter free agency next offseason. One idea proposed by CBS Sports' Sam Quinn has Jokic teaming up with Luka and LeBron James in Los Angeles for one last farewell tour if James decides to call it quits the season after. Jokic was eligible to extend this offseason but declined to do so. The obvious explanation was that he can make more money by waiting a year. The subtext is that, should things go south in Denver, he'd have a close friend waiting for him in Los Angeles, Quinn said Monday. Just as the Lakers were supposed to fear a possible Doncic trade request if he had not been happy in Los Angeles, they are banking on someone, whether it's Antetokounmpo, Jokic or someone we aren't expecting, to become unhappy somewhere else. For the Lakers to keep Doncic happy, Quinn believes they will have to be lucky enough for a superstar, in this case Jokic, to become frustrated with their current team. It does seem unlikely that this would happen, as the Nuggets just had a terrific offseason. Ever since Jokic became the player he is today, the goal has been to build the team around his playstyle, and under new management, that's exactly what they did. They traded for Cam Johnson and Jonas Valanciunas, and signed former Nugget Bruce Brown. Lakers bracing for change after $45 million news. The Los Angeles Lakers are preparing for a transition to the Luka Doncic era and away from the LeBron James era. Acquiring Doncic, a 5-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA first-team recipient, and an NBA finalist, at 26 years old, and extending him sets up the Lakers for years to come. While Doncic has already shown that he's an all-time player, the Lakers will be tasked with building the best team around him. Doncic's extension will be for 3 years, with a player option for 2028, where he will also have the opportunity to opt out and sign a longer and richer extension. However, building around him could require adding a replacement for LeBron James. James opted into his contract with the Lakers for the 2025-26 season without an extension, which would make him an unrestricted free agent next offseason. James potentially leaving the Lakers, whether via NBA free agency or retirement, would open the door for the team to refurbish the roster completely. With James potentially coming off the books, the Lakers suddenly have a ton of cap room. ESPN shared a graphic about the Lakers' projected cap room in 2026, hat tip oh no he didn't, which is slated to be $45 million. That opens up many possibilities for the players they could add in free agency next offseason. The Lakers could have several stars to choose from next summer. If James and the Lakers part ways in 2026, the Lakers would have the cap room to add an impactful player from free agency. Per Spotrac, some of the players that are or could be available in free agency are Kevin Durant, unrestricted, Zach LaVine, player option, or Trae Young, player option, among others. They don't necessarily have to aim for the bigger stars, as some very impactful players will or could be available. That includes Isaiah Hartenstein, team option, Andrew Wiggins, player option, or Draymond Green, player option. Los Angeles will have options, but they must keep in mind that they need to spend their money wisely. Just because they will have cap room does not mean they should spend it carelessly just because. They know this from when they signed Timofey Mozgov and Luol Deng to 8-figure contracts, both of which did not turn out well for them. There's also the possibility that this situation ends with James back in Los Angeles, as he would arguably still be the best player on the market next summer. Why Luka Doncic's new $165 million Lakers deal could force LeBron James to demand a trade. There's a changing of the guard at the Los Angeles Lakers, and as things stands, LeBron James isn't completely comfortable with it. The trade to bring Luka Doncic to LA from the Dallas Mavericks shook the NBA world to its core earlier this year. The move, a bolt from the blue announced in the middle of the night back in February, saw LeBron immediately having to share center stage with the Slovenian. Last week, LeBron's not-so-cryptic Instagram post hitting out at unnamed critics raised plenty of eyebrows given how it coincided with the build-up to Doncic's new 3-year, $165 million contract. The video player is currently playing an ad. You can skip the ad in 5 seconds with a mouse or keyboard. Say whatever you want, but you damn sure won't be able to say I didn't put in the work. James, the face of the Lakers for 7 years, wrote with a picture of himself of working out. We'll see what happens when I no longer exist. Man f this shhhhhh. Now, a source has told Daily Mail that King James isn't ready to vacate his crown just yet. Now that the Lakers are clearly Luka's team, there is a rift with the Lakers and LeBron that will only be fixed by winning, the insider said. LeBron James isn't too comfortable with Luka Doncic's position at the Los Angeles Lakers. If the upcoming season goes off the rails early, LeBron is ready to ask for a trade. And if he were not given one, at the end of the season he will pull a Tom Brady and go to another team that has the best chance of giving him that one more championship he so desperately wants. James, a 4-time NBA champion and the highest point scorer in the league's history, turns 41 on December 30th. Like it or not, Doncic's presence unquestionably makes the Lakers more of a force, but the playoffs came too soon for the Lakers last season. Doncic and James hadn't had enough time to gel into the force many think that they could become. They were eliminated from the NBA playoffs in 5 games by the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a situation James knows he can't repeat again as he battles to keep Father Time at bay. He is getting to the end of his career and doesn't want to play for a team that has difficulty making the playoffs, the source said. It is his last chance to end his career on his own terms, and this is his current plan. According to ESPN, James' video called Doncic to congratulate him on his new contract. But he was not among the teammates who attended the press conference to support Doncic in person on Saturday. And sometimes, actions speak far louder than words. At 40, James knows time is of the essence, but he is unsure the Lakers is the place to be. The Lakers' preseason begins October 3rd and the schedule for the 2025 season shouldn't be too far away. It is typically announced in the middle of August. From there, James might be able to map out exactly what the future holds. He is entering a record-setting 23rd season in the NBA on a whopping $52.6 million deal. For a billionaire, however, the money only counts for so much. A 5th championship is what he craves. His agent, Rich Paul, said as much with a somewhat cryptic comment in June. LeBron wants to compete for a championship. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all. We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career. He wants to make every season he has left count. For now, at least, James plans to do that with the Lakers. Luka Doncic shows off big physique change. It would be difficult to find an NBA player who has been talked about more than Luka Doncic over the past several months. Doncic's move to the Los Angeles Lakers was unprecedented and surprising, to say the least, as it took the NBA world by storm. Many thought he would be a member of the Dallas Mavericks for life, but one massive trade changed the course of his NBA career. Now, he's playing for the team with the most global exposure, and everything was out in the open when he joined the organization, for better or for worse. Doncic's weight was a cause for concern among fans and media members, as it was believed to be slowing him down and making him a less effective athlete. He must have heard those concerns, as a recent photo shared from Bleacher Report shows a much different person and athlete. At first glance, Doncic is significantly leaner than he was during the 2024 to 2025 campaign, thanks in large part to a different training regimen and a complete change in diet. This is a great sign for the Lakers heading into the upcoming season, as they are looking for an X factor to help them take the next step and go on a deeper playoff run. Doncic's weight loss could have unlocked something within him that he didn't have last season, making him that much better of an athlete and a teammate. It will be interesting to see if these changes will be the difference maker for the Lakers this year, and if they can regain their standing as one of the league's best. Rob Pelinka credits Luka Doncic's team for their work and dedication. In this day and age, it is extremely important for a franchise to be on the same page as their superstar player. While they may not run every single decision by them, teams make sure to keep their franchise player in the loop and maintain the same vision, which leads to a great working relationship. And ever since he was acquired, that has been the case between Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers. Both Jeanie Buss and Rob Pelinka have made sure to really build a relationship not just with Doncic, but with his support team as well, including agent Bill Duffy and manager Lara Beth Seeger. That has all led to a level of trust between the Lakers and Doncic that was not there with the Dallas Mavericks. And during the press conference announcing Luka's new max extension with the Lakers, Pelinka went out of his way to compliment the superstars team. "I think it's important too. Luka's done all the work, but it's important to have a support system around you to help you do the great work, and just want to take time to recognize the work that Luka's team, Javi, Barrios, and Ans Masek, in particular have done," Pelinka said. "They've dedicated to the process to help him be great. Lara Beth Seeger, monitoring it, Bill Duffy looking over it. But the system around him has been so supportive and has worked seamlessly with our sports performance staff led by Dr. Leroy Sims. So it's been a group effort and all of us need each other to be great. We're going to continue to support Luka when he leads by example with the work he's doing to be great on the court. It inspires all of us." Luka's physical transformation this offseason has undoubtedly set the tone for the rest of the Lakers about getting into the best shape possible heading into next season. This was obviously a point of contention for the Mavericks, and they just couldn't see eye to eye with Doncic's team, but it has been the complete opposite in LA. The relationship between Doncic and the Lakers is an extremely strong one, which bodes well for the superstar guard being happy in LA and continuing his career in the purple and gold for a long time. New Lakers owner Mark Walter is a huge Luka Doncic fan. Of course, the Lakers will soon be officially under new ownership with Mark Walter purchasing the team from the Buss family. Thankfully, Walter is also a huge fan of Luka Doncic and recently met the superstar in person for the first time.